transition to the coalition executive, because you have a coalition executive is the decision-making authority and the president-elect. So what we can say is that a team has been selected and the team is working at the moment. And they will be doing consultation to be able to effect their work. So that is taking place at the moment.
Thank you, Honorable Halifa. I also do have Yoro Jallo of Gainako. Yoro? Yoro, are you there?
Gainako? Yoro? Probably he's on mute.
Okay, we'll come back to Gainako. I also have Yamunda Usad of the Gambia Journal. Yamunda, are you there?
This is a live broadcast, the address and the press conference. Journalists are right there asking questions online or live to Honorable Halifa Salla. Keep it locked.
Gambia Daily is here, guys.
Please go ahead.
Gambia Daily is here, guys. Kejao, Ture.
Please go ahead.
There are concerns between the security forces and the country that the security forces, there's a section within the security forces that are likely to disrupt the democratic process. I'm not sure whether you receive any intelligence in that regard as to plans by some soldiers to subvert the verdict of the Gambian people. That said, Mr. Salla, there's also another concern that the Jolas might suffer retribution from the incoming regime, the incoming government. Will you please use this opportunity to allay public concern about any form of revenge, any form of retribution?
Well, what is important to bear in mind is that a society has and those institutions will have to be transferred from one government to another. People must understand the current reality. The current reality is that the president-elect is simply an incoming president. Has not effectively taken over the institutions of the country. The institutions of the country are still under the outgoing president. And transfer of power, smooth transfer of power means having two teams of the outgoing, teams of the incoming president, meeting and discussing about every state institution and how and when those state institutions will be transferred. So essentially, as long as that process is on and nothing has disrupted it, then one does not talk about any form of threat to legitimacy. So if there are other people in institutions who are concerned with one thing or another, and maybe saying one thing or another that gets into the public space, well, that is just information. So information can only be taken into consideration, decided, and whatever it informs you to do, that's precisely what you're going to do. So what I'm saying now is that as far as the normal process, the smooth transfer of power, we do not see any sign of a threat that is now on to prevent such an exercise. The rumors are there, maybe certain things are there on the ground, but there are things that do not deter the process from taking place. Now, it's important for me not to say that I'm allaying any stress. All I can say at the moment is that there is simply no resistance to the transfer of power. Now, your second concern. When change occurs, you're talking about change of instruments, change of is change of people. What is clearly on the ground at the moment is that it's a process, and the process is taking place. What we have on the ground, of course, is a change of people. The people who before were under the control of one government, and now they have seen that that government has lost an election. And with tribulation, of course, the people, as they are, with their personalities, with their values, with their thinking, would likely express who they are. In the public space, in terms of what is the speech that may not be there. So you can expect all sorts of behavior.
The network ain't too great, but we'll still try and bring you
on what we are doing on the ground now, what we have done throughout the campaign dispensation. That can be was a sovereign republic 6 years ago, and I think it was before that sovereignty was reflected in the attitudes of the people, because the sovereignty of the people should have dictated to the people that you do not have a fuller passport, a mandatory, or an ID card that based on an ethno-linguistic grouping. We do not have a national budget which comprises people's, and the national budget is not based on tribe. And we've been showing the people that the ethno-linguistic origin of people, their gender, their religion, has nothing to do with their existence as sovereign Gambian citizens equal in sovereignty, and that we needed to build a community of sovereign Gambian citizens equal in sovereignty, irrespective. You strike here as a linguistic grouping or gender. So in that sense, our whole campaign was to prepare the people to be one nation, one people, and one Gambia. Now we are telling them that they are ambassadors of those values. If they are supporters of the coalition, they should, they were fighting impunity. But they should not impose impunity now. Because impunity is not only government-based, it can also be citizen-based. So we are saying all forms of impunity should not be tolerated, and therefore on the ground we know that there will be some lapses, but the Committee on National Reconciliation is going to everywhere we hear some form of friction and talking to people and helping them to develop those values. So that all of us will know that this transition is not about the position. This transition is about people. And we want to build a society where everybody belongs. If you criticize the past,
network issues. You're listening to Amuragal FM. It's 9:50, 10 minutes to 10 p.m. in London City. 4th day of December, Sunday 2016. We're listening to journalists or other media houses questioning they're putting their concerns and questions to Honorable Halifa Salla of the Coalition Party, elect opposition party. We're having difficulties in connecting.
Almost, we are saying now the site, therefore the agenda is for everybody to move down to take ownership of the country. So yes, there are some lapses could be found here and there, but they are being addressed, and I'm sure that when the president addresses the nation, that will be strongly emphasized. And from then onwards, we will definitely be utilizing the media as well as community initiatives to ensure that there is national reconciliation.
Thank you, Honorable Salla. Next, I'm going to go back before I go for second.
First, I wanted to congratulate you on the coalition's win. On day 2, after it was announced that the coalition has won, have you guys put in place to prosecute the government? For example,
Given opportunity to engage in consultation with the coalition partners in order to form the cabinet. That is an evolving process because there is already a transitional process, so there is no need to rush at the moment from the government, mostly people who have the competence and experience to run the various ministries. So there is a central executive committee of the coalition responsible for working with the president-elect in order to look at all the possibilities from the different stakeholders and even outside, but the stakeholders, but they have to agree in common on constituting a cabinet. So that is part of the
okay. And
Thank you.
do you guys have a timeline for when this will be shared with the Gambian people?
Well, the timeline is linked to the timeline of the assumption of office by the president. It means the cabinet will come into office with the president.
Okay.
Thank you, Yamado. Next, I have Kejo Ture from Gambia Daily.
Thanks a lot, Myla. Finally, you've acknowledged us. We were here and we were shouting. Congratulations, Honorable Halifa, and to...
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Congratulations to your winning team.
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations to your winning team. And we're glad that Yaya Jammeh has lost his... and my question is the agreement, the...
That's the voice of Kejao posing his questions to
coalition building agreement, is it clear on...
Kejao Ture of Gambia Daily posing his questions to Honorable Halifa Salla, but we're having some
equitable
network issues.
cabinet position sharing and between the parties, and also how is the parliamentary election going to?
Well,